The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 120. You get the Nasdaq up 21. S&P's up 11. Gold contract down 90 cents, trading at $12.30 an ounce. We have silver up a penny, $15.55. Both gold and silver went down pretty quick when they announced that China may restart the talks. Bottom line is that they rejected lower price. We'll see if we can get any strength inside those metals. Oil's getting a hit out here. Oil's down $1.20, $68.93. We get notes and bonds. You get the 2-year, 10-year note up 2 ticks, 119.14. 30-year bond up 14, 143.03. And King Dollar. King Dollar is up 159 ticks, trading at 94.270. The euro is at 117.07 to $1 US. The yen is out here at 111.90 to $1 US. We get Apple this afternoon.
Sure do, 4:30.
Apple's the one that's going to be, rocking this NDX 100, folks. Bottom line, you get 2 days. If we take a look at these cues, you're going to see 2 days that you got down here. You get some big expansion of volume. It's amazing how this NDX can move, man. I mean, last week you're at a high 182 bucks. You're at 175 right now, and we'll see what kind of juice this baby has either up or down once Apple comes out this afternoon. Now, Apple doesn't come out till 4:30, folks. So what you are going to have is that your futures are going to be closed. They close at 4:15. So you're not going to have a movement inside the futures until we open back up. And then we get the Federal Reserve. So
they start their meeting today. The announcement tomorrow, right? At 2 o'clock,
right.
Yeah.
And, notes and bonds, we'll see where this note and bond market wants to go. The note and bond market has gone against its strength from May. It's shown thus far it doesn't want to go lower. It hasn't shown that it wants to go higher, meaning, higher price, lower yield. Right now, we're teetering right at this 3%, 2.960 on the 10-year. And, of course, what happens with the 10-year, folks, is that what banks use in order to basically do mortgages. So that's going to be important. Some of the higher volume equities out here this morning. Let's see what we have. Advanced Micro's down 61. We got Qualcomm's up $1.80. How
about AK Steel, man?
Let's take a look at AK.
Quite a move for a $5 stock, down 86 cents.
Let's take a look at it. So, look at that. It's down 60 cents. Okay, so they missed
guidance and miss.
Yeah, let's pull that baby up. Okay, so down 10%. Second quarter adjusted EBITDA of $148 million. Missed an estimate of 161. That's a big miss.
Yeah, and if you even look at the range, it's like the estimates at the lower end of that range. The range was 146 to 190, and they came in at under 150.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is this equity here. This is a real personality stock. Let me pull this back again.
Pretty interesting that it's only back to where it was just. As in it had quite a little run up and then it dropped it all, yeah.
And so what month is that?
That is November 3rd.
November of 2017. And guess what, folks? That's, that can get tested again. That's a monster low.
And that's a weekly we're looking at.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes, that's 405. It's not that far. That's 60 cents away from it, right?
Yeah.
Big number. Let's go take a look at this on a weekly. Oh, look at this. Yeah, so this gets really disgusting when you look at it from 08 to coming all down. 08, it was trading at $73. Let's go over to U.S. Steel, because you can see these steel taps haven't helped any of these companies. Bottom line, U.S. Steel's trading 36 bucks. We bring this back. U.S. Steel is in worse shape than AKS, I think. Let's see. So 2008, $196, 36 bucks. And if I get this a little bit closer, It's not that bad. 32, maybe the highs of May of this year. And we'll see when they're coming out with numbers. Oh, tomorrow, after the market tomorrow. So, big numbers out here. Go take a look at the GDX inside the GDX. So we'll see if the GDX can get some strength. Is with 3.6 million shares traded right now. It's got a little traction, you know, but we'll be looking for some real strength out here. The if you haven't test driven yet the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner. You can bring up the demo account. And we're starting to get some movement inside Bitcoin.
I would say so. You get some volatility in both directions for sure. Quite a trade lower from about 8,200, now 7,763 this morning. Yeah.
Isn't that wild when you start talking like hundreds?
What do you mean? Well,
hundreds of dollars, just how it moves. You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah. I only say what do you mean, as in it used to move in thousands and then move.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know we'll see where this shakes out, folks. We came off that low in looks like June 29th. That was 5,700, 5,791. Had a high last week of 84.80. Now you're laying out here at the 77.64, and it looks that the SEC doesn't want to basically do these ETFs on the structure. There was Bloomberg had a so right now I believe there's 4 SEC commissioners, and the vote was 3-1. There was one dissenting one that said they should be able to do the ETFs.
3-1 against the Winklevoss ETF
yeah.
recently?
So the one commissioner gave an interview to Bloomberg, and what she said, it was really interesting, actually. You know, she says, our job is really not here to say whether the Bitcoin can make money or lose money. It is supposed to be here that we do something in a regulated atmosphere.
Yes.
So that was her argument, that you should be able to do it, because she felt that, okay, it's going to be done. We have the CME right now, you have the CBOT that are doing it. You know, so it's interesting hearing.
Yeah, I mean, the other side of that, they made good arguments. We went over it the day they did it in terms of the reason why is because it can be regulated, but it's open to manipulation.
Yes.
And the arguments they made were pretty strong in terms of, you know, on ballparking. But I forget, it was, you know, 95% of Bitcoin traded is off of unregulated markets.
Right.
And the size of the market, I think Bitcoin represented 2.5% of the market in silver. So it's, you just see, compared to the other instruments, it's such a small market, and then it's a small market traded primarily in unregulated exchanges. That opens itself up to manipulation.
No, it does.
I mean, that's, if anybody follows the market, you know that that's a recipe for.
Because if
when you start putting huge money, I mean, you know, you have the likes of huge funds with billions of dollars. They can manipulate that market.
They can. Yeah. No, it totally makes sense.
You know,
because
so it can be regulated. But
over the weekend, let's say we were whales, right? You kept buying it, and you already had monthly options, or you know what I mean? It's like,
there's a lot of ways when it's that small of a market, right? Where you know you can just trade into where and just keep trading, eating up those bids and offers or whatever it is.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 134. We have the Nasdaq up 19. S&Ps are up 11.5. I believe we're going to have Darryl coming back, right?
I believe so. Darryl Martin.
Darryl Martin. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now up 115. We get the Nasdaq trading up 5. S&Ps are up 9. That Nasdaq is weak. You know, $5.
What makes you say it? Okay.
Well, it's only at 5.
It could be negative.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying in context of where the Dow is and where the S&Ps
I didn't know
are.
it. I didn't. Okay, I got you.
So here's a story. This is pretty cool. So look at this. This is a hidden fortune. Where do you see this? There's a story on Bloomberg today, folks, okay, that Bezos' parents may have the largest return that people have seen, okay? So
it would make sense, right, if you're an early investor in Amazon.
So look at this. This is pretty amazing. So the headlines, folks, is it may be the most successful venture investment of all time. So Jackie and Mike Bezos put $245,573 into Amazon in 1995. And what they don't know is that how many shares they actually still get left. So Bezos said, this is quote, "I want you to know how risky this is," the son told his parents, "because I want to be able to come home at dinner for Thanksgiving and don't want you to be mad at me." I'm sure he's not going to be.
Right, next phrase. He's probably welcome to extra helpings of turkey.
Totally.
And all the gravy.
Exactly. Yeah. So that stake, folks, if they still own the amount that they bought, would be worth $30 billion, more than Paul Allen.
So they must have some type of idea which kind of shares they got to put it at that value.
Yeah, they do. They do. They just don't know.
If they had held them, sure.
Yeah, well, they have them though. So this is what these family foundations. I mean, they still control it. What they've done is that they've donated a lot of shares to their family foundation.
Sure.
You know, so bottom line, yeah, they don't own it personally, but
Sure.
you're controlling that type of deal. Do you know what I mean?
So if they haven't sold or donated anything else, though, the pair would own about 16.6 million shares, or 3.4% of Amazon, and 16.6 million shares. I think Bezos owns about 80 million, so they're not far behind. You know.
Yeah. So what does that say right down? Let's see. You know, most times you can actually see them. The total return on the case would be, is that 12,000%? No, that's 12 million%. Oh my God, right?
I'm sorry, I was trying to read it. What were you saying?
They're saying down below that if they
That's
still
12 million%.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you run 200 grand up to 40 billion. That's going to be a staggering percentage, right?
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, 12 million%.
There's no doubt. You know what is pretty wild too is that when there goes the Nasdaq. So something's hitting the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the NDX 100 and see what we have here, because this Nasdaq. Okay, so the inside the Nasdaq, Seagate is down 3.3%. You get Checkpoint Software off 3.2. NetEase is off 2.7. Putting points into it, you have Clack up almost 11%. That's a good move.
Definitely.
Illumina is up 6.7. Charter Communications is up 5.9, and you got Qualcomm up 2.8. If we go into the Dow Industrials, we take a look at the point structure. Good old Boeing, man. Boeing is putting 35 positive points, 3M 33, Caterpillar 13, taken away from it. Goldman's taken 8 away, JP Morgan's taken 6, IBM is taken 6. Oh, I see. Yeah, one of the targets are telling us it's Amazon that they're actually selling off. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's what just tanked the NDX 100 as well as the Nasdaq. Amazon opened up at 1786. You're down 28 bucks right now. Let's see what. It's not that they're saying anything. You know, you can't blame. Picture a lot of these fund managers. They own all the FANG stocks.
Sure, FANG. Yeah.
You know, and so what ends up happening is that, of course, Facebook falls apart. That hurts immediately. You know, their performance. It jumps over to Twitter. I'm not sure whether that's in the same range as Facebook, okay? But let's picture that they own that. Then it's like, okay, you have Apple coming out this afternoon. Do you really want to hang there? Like,
sure.
And there's only 5 months left in the year. So if you're up for the year, your money manager's like, hey, I'm gonna take this money off the table. You know, my clients will be maybe happy. You know.
Yeah.
We'll see where this ends up. But
right. That's the $1 million question. We'll see where it ends up.
There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. You know.
Yeah. I think we have a caller. We have a man, John in Philly. John, good morning.
John, what's happening, brother?
Hello, Tom. Tommy, how are you both?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good, thanks. Glad that you made such a seamless settling into your new spots.
Yeah, it was amazing. This crowd, Tommy, Al, Steve, John. It was really cool, man. I mean, it's. You know, we were planning it for about a month and a half, so it was like the end result was pretty cool. So right now at downtown St. Pete, when Tommy's doing the news instead of downtown Clearwater or downtown St. Pete. Perfect.
Very good. Say, Tom, could you please give me your read on one of two things, maybe both if you've got time, but it's the December corn futures and the November soybean futures. That's ZSX8 and ZCZ8.
Yeah, so let's take it.
Tom, my bias is to the long side. I've been long. It's starting to move. Given the combination of potential trade dispute breakthroughs, coupled with crops not only in the U.S. but globally running into some weather difficulties, I can envision these rallies that have just started the past 2 weeks as turning into something much more substantial. So that's my view. My question to you is, can you just look at one or the other and tell me your eyes on those, please?
Sure. So if we pull up corn first, so corn, folks, is going for $3.87 a bushel. You know, it came off the low there of $3.52. So this looks to me like you get a small ABC up. So your A point on that is $3.52. Your B is 72. So you get 20 cents. Your C is 65. Well, that just finished. So you just finished a small ABC up. It had taken that, you know, the B point out with volume on the, was that the 26th. So now the question is going to be, can it make it up to 396? At 396, John, that's where it looks like you might get a little flack, you know. But bottom line is that, you know how this goes after you finish an ABC structure on the way up. You can get a pullback,
Let me, very specific question regarding price and volume. Back there on that corn chart that you were just showing, it was Tuesday, the 19th of June, that there was a big spike lower. There was high volume. So that's what we've had. That's history. Going into the lower lows, there were also high volume days. My very specific question is this. Given your tools, now that price at 388 is back above all those high volume lows, that was 380 was the high of that range. Does that tell you something, conceivably something super bullish, or am I just mistaken in trying to dream that
stay right
up?
there. Tommy and I come right back. Right back, folks. Talk about con. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now up 101. Nasdaq is up 2. S&Ps are up
7.
7. Thank you. So if we take a look at this con, I got a con chart up here. Bottom line is that I'd be careful at this point. The reason being, John, is that you finished an ABC up. You came down really hard. The size of these bars, these are weekly bars, but they're big bars, And, after you get an ABC up or down, bottom line, you normally go the opposite way, just on a pullback. So it doesn't mean that, you're not going to go to the high, but I suspect first you might get a pullback, set up another ABC structure on the way up. And that probably will have to do with, and that's going to be our next call. We're going to be talking about the dollar. We got Jose. Jose, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, I'm a free thinker and a deep thinker. I mean, 20,000 leagues under the sea deep. You getting it?
I got it.
Okay, so I'm thinking last Friday, your president bloviated over a GDP, 4% GDP, that we all know is unsustainable. But he also promised Americans a solid 3% annual growth this year. Okay, he just boxed in the Fed chairman Powell. He boxed him in good because now he's under collusion and corruption investigation for Russia. He's got to come through for the American people. He knows they're going to yawn at the collusion part, but if he gets 3% growth. How does he box Fed Powell in without, this guy cannot raise rates another 2 times. He just can't. And why isn't gold reacting to this? To this brainstorm I just came up with.
Well, right now, if we look at the Fed Fund futures, right, there is only one rate hike that is kicked in till the end of the year, and that's going to be on the meeting of the 26th.
So it gets to 50 in December, just to keep on the two.
Okay, yeah, 56 in December.
Yeah.
Right. So if he's only going to go one more, you got weak housing numbers coming in. Isn't a strong dollar, doesn't that discourage overseas investments? Aren't these companies falling short of their estimates because a strong dollar is killing them?
Well, the numbers that the S&P come out with, they're impressive numbers. A couple of them got hit because of the currency fluctuations, there's no doubt, meaning they're having the strong dollar. Our interest rate structure, if they go up 2, I can see why people want to put the money into it, because when we take a look at the structure itself, it's saying that, hey, guess what? We're still paying a huge amount of interest on a 10-year. So I think my take goes like this, is that I suspect the reason we won't get the second one is because the market itself will be drifting lower. I don't see something like dramatic here, okay? But the market itself, it looks like this NDX wants to go lower. If let's just say we have a correction that's going on for another 2.5, 3 months. Bottom line, that will, look at the Fed and say, okay, man, we're going to do one.
Right.
But the second one will, be a little bit harder to do because the amount of wealth that goes south when the market goes south is pretty extraordinary.
Right, and the market, as usual, is going to call the tune at the Fed.
Oh, the market definitely. If we've learned it,
discourage the Fed from doing 2 more rate hikes. I don't see how you do it. In fact, it would probably be better. I'm hoping they don't raise in September and then they do in December, or at least put it off. Would that help gold? I don't know.
It doesn't seem right now that we have any help in that. When I say any help in the gold market, what we don't have is this. It keeps rejecting lower price, but we don't have big bidders. And what we need for big bidders is that you need the China market to keep performing, and that has performed. What hasn't performed is the Indian market. So China and India are the 2 largest buyers of gold in the world. India has absolutely got smoked because their real estate market got smoked. The corruption there is amazing. People have lost, fortunes, and they continue. I've seen that happen for the last 35 years. Each and every time it goes up, they get 1 million people in corruption, that thing goes south again. That's what's keeping the demand side of the market lower. Because, what has happened is that our ETF structures, if you go to the worldgoldcouncil.org, folks, okay, you get some nice numbers there, and you'll see that the ETF structures in the United States, people are buying them. There's been an acceleration the last year, but that won't matter if China and India don't come in strong, because they buy much more than we do. So.
Well, if your name is Patel, will you get out there, please, and buy some jewelry for your daughter? For God's sake. Totally.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Yeah, you can see that over at the World Gold Council, they were talking about that last year when the yuan really started getting weak, right? The Chinese came in and bought huge amounts of gold.
Okay.
And now that it is weaker, the demand is not as much.
Sure.
You know, because you can, hey, that's how they got to save wealth.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that these currency fluctuations are a big deal. There's no doubt about it. You know, if we go over and just take a look at this GLD. GLD out here, we're trading, what, 115. Put this on a weekly. You know, look how long this consolidation has been, man. I mean, you know, it's November of 2016.
Yeah, almost 2 years
It's a
ago.
long time. You know, now it's come back, and what's 115.12? That was 2 weeks ago. So that's how it hit 115.30. Now 115.12 is 39 million shares, and you're going into, yeah, see, this is dangerous. You're going into 37 million, 52 million is they come back with some big volume, man. You know, so real quick, if we go over to that dollar, the dollar, I expect, is going to stay real volatile until we see what the Fed says in this statement. And they had 11,000 contracts. We came down with light volume. I think we came down with 14,000. Yeah, 12,000 we came down at. It's rejected lower price. Now, what you are going to have here, we're going to have a little expansion of volume, but you can see the dollar is trying to make up its mind too. It's trying to, that 95 is a big number. Now, I can't picture the dollar really getting strong, and that has to do with, number one, it's the 95, they keep selling it, but number two, which is more important, is that the destruction of those other currencies and the destruction that would do to the companies doing international business is pretty intense. But we'll see where that baby shakes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks out here. You get Twitter is up 33 cents. Let's see, Microsoft got hit yesterday. Microsoft's down 64. Netflix, oh, look at Lumber Liquidators. Oh, baby, LL. This really got hit. So, look at this thing.
Quite a number.
Wow.
They just come out with their earnings, is that what that was? They must.
So they come out with an unexpected second quarter loss of 5 cents a share.
They were supposed to make 24 cents.
And they lost money, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a huge one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to come back with Gail Mercer. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 112. Nasdaq is up 20. S&Ps are up 9.5. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 99, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are up 8. Let's go over to Gail Mercer, as we do each and every Tuesday at 40 past the hour. Gail can be found at tradershelpdesk.com. Gail also writes for Nadex, and you can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see Nadex News right under the carousel.
Breaking news, right?
Breaking news. As you go over there, you're going to see Gail is going to be doing a workshop tomorrow, noon, August 1st. Eastern Standard Time, avoiding the mistakes that most new traders make.
And just Nadex educational webinars. Make it nice and clear under that breaking news. And that's how they get there. Perfect.
Cool. Gail Mercer, what's going on?
Not much. How are y'all doing?
We're doing great, thank you.
Great.
So we have the Federal Reserve start meeting today. We got a statement tomorrow. So what do you think we're going to have inside these markets?
You know, I don't think we're going to have a lot off of the FOMC. I mean, they're expected to have the rate remain the same.
Yes.
They're not even doing a press conference. So I really don't think we're going to get a large movement off of that, mainly because I don't think they're going to offer any surprises to the market.
Sure, particularly if they're not having a press conference. They'll have a statement, but the reality is...
Yeah, and that's what the market's telling. Fed fund futures, everything across the board. It seems like September.
Yeah.
Now, what you also sent over, though, you sent over that we have the... Is it the
Bank of England? Is that what's going on as well this week?
Is that Thursday?
It's the Bank of England. They are expected to raise interest rates Thursday morning. It's a 90% chance. Now, they have not raised the interest rates since, I believe it was July 2016.
Interesting.
So that's going to be a huge move if they follow through with it.
And that's going to be Thursday at 7 a.m. Eastern time, our time, that announcement comes out, correct?
Right. And the last time they raised the interest rates, they raised it just for 1 month, and then the next month they took it back down. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that's for sure, because that would be the aspect that, okay, as Europe or was Britain in general coming out of it, and they're going to start normalizing like our Fed, which the last time, as Gail just said, folks, is that they tried to do it and they had to pull back.
Okay, yeah.
I think that they had to pull back because of Brexit, too.
Okay.
Meaning
yes,
that,
they did.
Yeah, right. Pretty wild, man.
Yeah, but, both of those moves, I mean, each move was over 250 pips. But this is why traders should really look into Nadex, because, I mean, that is a huge move.
It is.
You could be in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
But with Nadex binaries, whether you're trading the binary options or the spreads, you can limit your risk. So, I mean, you can go into these using out-of-the-money binaries for, $20-30 with the potential of making, 70 to 80.
Sure. And when you've explained to us before when that Canadian Central Bank was coming out, you were, when you were doing the binaries, you were doing a couple strikes away, so you're basically your risk level is down versus what your reward would be. And you were talking about that you felt that there was going to be so many ticks that may get generated, right?
That's right. In this case, let's say they do raise the interest rates, and historically those moves have been at least 200 pips.
Okay.
Well, the strike width on a binary for the British pound dollar is the strike width is 10 pips. So you have a strike every 10 pips. Okay, so that's 20 strikes that it's going to move. Even if you go 5 strikes out of the money,
sure,
you're still going to get a low risk.
And there's no doubt, folks, they'll have some premium in that. They should before they come out.
I expect, yes.
But bottom
Well,
line,
they don't always. And let me explain. This morning I was trading the USD Canadian. They had a report at 8:30 this morning.
yes.
And I was only out about 1.5 strikes, which is 15 pips.
Okay.
And I actually entered that for about $25.
Nice.
That it wasn't even 2 strikes out, and actually expired in the money. I mean, you can't beat that risk to reward ratio though.
Right. And when we're talking, folks, that you enter for $25, picture that every lot is $100. So if it's 25 on one side, it goes in the money. You get 75 on the other.
Yeah, risking 1 to make 3, right? If you're risking 25 to make 75, $100 pie, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Gail, tell us, I know tomorrow you're going to be doing a workshop. Tell us about the workshop.
The workshop tomorrow is I'm going to be discussing the common pitfalls that most traders make. And basically, it's really failing to plan. It's failing to set up a trading plan. There are so many details involved in trading that a new trader coming into it, either they may not know or they just don't take the time to do it. So tomorrow, that's what I'm really going to be focusing on and stepping you through. Okay, you want to be a trader. How can you achieve that success?
Sure. Now, when you trade the binaries, you put the order in. Let's say you have the binaries. Do you put the sell order in sometimes? I know that the difference would be you wouldn't get the full amount, but how do you do that? Is it different at different times, or?
It is, because like this morning on the U.S. CAD, the first 2-hour binary that's available on the CAD expires at 10 a.m.
Okay.
So in that case, I had already made the bulk of my money. I think there was like $5 to $10 still on the table.
Yes.
And I said, no, I'm getting out. It's not worth an hour waiting for that binary to come against me. My job is to take profits, and that's what I do.
Right. And what happens there, folks, and this is why we'd like you to test drive the demo, is what Gail's saying is that it got over the strike price. So then, an aspect, what would end up happening is that binary is probably worth 95. And like, do you really want to wait for that to go against you for 60 minutes when for $5?
It's a nice deep in the money, right? And there's a 95% probability, but we've seen it many times.
Oh, yeah.
You get, especially when you have a very short time frame left, it doesn't necessarily have to be a dramatic move for that binary to go from 95% probability to 0.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's exactly right. And that probability is for that moment. It's not really saying, okay, 60 minutes from now, it's still going to be at 95%.
That's for
and
sure.
again, that's something that a lot of traders don't realize.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Well, we're going to be getting some action here. It's intriguing. Just between the Federal Reserve today and tomorrow. I mean, the market is looking that it's going to be status quo.
Then on Friday we have non-farm employment, and that's the biggest monthly report on Forex that there is.
Oh, is it? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're usually going to get 80 to 100 pips off of it.
So that's going to be interesting. So we're going to get some action in the metals market, because between the pound will affect the U.S. dollar. If they really go up in interest rates, I can picture the dollar will pull back a bit. And then if we get that Friday report, that's going to be interesting. Okay.
Well, gold moves the most out of non-farm employment.
Yeah,
well, good.
Gold is always jumping.
I hope it moves up this time.
Yeah, need a little bid.
We need a big bid. I know, man, I'm telling you. Well, listen, Gail, it's always a pleasure. You have a great one. You have a safe one. We look forward to the workshop tomorrow on Nadex, folks. You can come right over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see Nadex educational webinars. Gail's going to be out there helping you tomorrow noon. Have a great one, Gail. Have a safe one.
Thanks so much, Gail.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 106. You get the Nasdaq up 19. S&Ps are up 10. Let's go look at that oil market. So oil is getting a little selling pressure here.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know,
I would say so.
We had a high today of $70.22. Right now you're at $68.62.
It's a quick $1.50.
It was. And if we get this a little bit closer, I believe this thing has a little volume down the bottom. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10-minute bars. That was kind of the run at 10:20. It started.
Right.
Its second run, at least. I mean, actually, if you go back one more bar, nope, just where it was 10:10. Right in the beginning of our show, it really started rocking.
It did. So that's something to keep your eye on, folks. If we go back over to King Dollar for a second, take a look at King Dollar. That just got a little pop. You're up 200 ticks. 11,000 contracts. That's going to need more contract volume. The battle's still on there, man. But what I do expect between the statement, it might be Britain that basically, if they see Britain actually going up on rates, it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, we'll find out Thursday, 7 a.m.
Yes.
Now I know.
So if we take a look, so let's see.
UK up, right?
Thank you. Right. Okay. So Britain's at 1.3 right now. 1.33 on the 10-year. The range for the last 3 months. Oh, look, is that a negative?
No.
Oh, no. The range has been 1.1 to 1.5.
Yeah. And I think that's 3-month change is negative over there,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's probably just come down a little bit over the last 3 months.
Right. Okay. So that's, that'll move. That'll move all the currencies depending where that goes.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm wondering if the market already knows if it's a 90% chance. It's like, okay, man, you're going up.
And one more check on Apple. Why not? Since Apple's the big horse. Down only a 1/10%, kind of hanging out there, but a little bit lower. Find out 4:30 Eastern time. That's right.
Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next with TD Ameritrade. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Look at him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.